Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our ILCA 5-day challenge. Thank each and every one of you so very much for being here. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you can be doing with your time. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, of course, that makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. This is definitely the place to be. I don't know about you, but if you have a book of notes, it should be about this thick. With all the information that we were able to receive over the past few days, I am talking about what is blockchain technology, what is cryptocurrency. Last night, we talked about wallets, and more than that, you guys, we talked about safety. One of the best reasons for anyone to be on a session like this is because there is so much out there that can get you, right? There are scams out there. There are people out there just talking nonsense. So to have a place that you can go to get some real crypto education and be able to do it amongst a community of thriving, educated people is definitely worth $1,000,000. So thank you guys so very much for being here. And speaking of our thriving community, hello, everyone. How are you? It is always good to see you. Now, as you guys come on in, do me a favor, type your name and where you are from in the chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody on our YouTube channel who is here with us as a VIP. And if you have the opportunity, please turn on those cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call like this is that we get a chance to see all those faces and see those wonderful smiles. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start saying hello to everyone. First up, I see the beautiful Miss Samantha Studebaker. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. It is good to see you again. I see we have the beautiful Miss Rita Brouchard is here with us today. Hello, Queen. It is always good to see you. I see we have the lovely Miss Janelle Appling is coming on in from Colorado. Hello, love. How are you? There's my good friend, Mr. Nathan Hansberger. Of course, he is coming on in from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello, Nathan. Thank you so very much for being here with us today. I also see we have the lovely Miss Jacqueline Briggs. Hello, Queen. How are you? She is coming on in from St. Petersburg, Florida. It is always good to see you, sweetheart. Miss Samantha Studebaker is coming on in from Indiana. And of course, Rita Brouchard is coming on in from San Diego. Thank you guys. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Now, the ladies are showing up. I love to see it. I see we also have Lenny is here. Hi, Leonard. It's been a minute since we've seen you. Thank you so very much for being here. It's good to see you, sir. I also see we have Dawn is here with us today. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. And also the lovely Miss Kimberly Brooks is here with us. Queen, thank you so very much for being here. Now, I was supposed to have, oh my gosh, I was supposed to have the YouTube channel up and ready. If you guys are on YouTube, please say, hey, Marnita, we're here. Type your name and where you are from in the chat box so I can hurry up and pull you guys up and say hello to you as well. For being here. Oh my gosh, there we go. I see you, Avis. Hello, my friend. Thank you so very much for being here. It is very, very good to see you. I see we also have the Empress herself. Her name is Catherine Clement coming on in on our YouTube channel. Hello, beautiful love. It is always good to see you. I see you, Mr. CJ Jackson. I will never forget you. Booyah. Yes, sir. He is coming on in from Arizona. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, King. I see we also have Mr. John Carbon. John is all the way from Dominica. Yes, indeed. Hello, John. Thank you so very much for being here with us today. There is Mr. Sir Lance Kelly. Hi, baby. How are you? He is, of course, coming on in from sunny California. It is always good to see you, King. There is the beautiful Miss Tamara Frater. Hi, baby. She is coming on in from New Jersey. I see Deborah Glenn is here. She's coming on in from Alabama. We're all over the country tonight, you guys. This is wonderful. It is so good to see so many people looking to get crypto educated. That is why we are here. All right, everyone, we are at the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for being here for our ILCA Friday night edition of our 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for this evening. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 6 years, he dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. But he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out, share his information with the masses. And this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you, Miss Casa, for that introduction, and welcome everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you to you VIP Inner Circle members that are here. I want to go down there where Rita is in San Diego with the waves in the back. It is hot tonight in LA. We got the World Series taking place. RIP to Fernando Valenzuela. If you're from LA, you know exactly who that is. Also, we've got the Lakers game tonight. We've got at least 2 concerts that I know about. So you don't want to be out in the streets. It is you're not going to get home to midnight. But we have a lot taking place around here. And you guys that are still here, give yourselves a pat on the back that you've made it through the entire week of the 5-day challenge, especially if this is your first time. So those of you on YouTube, we welcome you guys. Those of you from the MoveQuest community, we welcome you. We hope you gathered some great information that can help you along your crypto journey and your MoveQuest journey, because this is information definitely that you need and we all need. I mean, I heard another very, very, very sad story today on something that I predicted that was going to happen. And even though I knew it was going to happen, I hate to see it happen. But there had another individual that on some basic stuff gave access to their crypto away or their wallet unwittingly, and they lost all their MQT, all their miners, all their Bitcoin, all their crypto, years worth of savings in their crypto, all gone like that. Those of you in our ILCA community, you've heard me say this for years, that without crypto education, that most people are going to lose most, if not all, of their crypto eventually. It may take years for that to happen. But if you keep neglecting, I don't want to use the word keep neglecting, if you neglect and repeatedly neglect this aspect of your financial journey, you're only putting yourself at a larger risk, and it's going to hurt more down the road. It's better to get all of those missteps to happen up front early on than to have years worth building and to have it all taken in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, we have thousands of people in the MoveQuest community. We do not have thousands of people listening to me right now. And what that tells me is it's going to happen again. And we'll always want to be reactionary to things instead of pro-actionary. So that's why I say give yourselves a pat on the back for taking time on a Friday night, especially if you're in Southern California with all that's happening, even around the world. I just heard my son just tapped me on the shoulder and said that Israel is retaliating against Iran as we speak, that we knew this was coming. We just didn't know when. And that's happening live right now as well. We've got the presidential election coming up very soon. We've got a lot of fear, uncertainty and doubt out there in the world and finances. I got uneducated people freaking out about what is the price of MQT doing? I said, do you still realize it is still at a higher value than every other move to earn out there right now? That it wasn't too long ago we were excited about earning $7 a day, and now the average person is still more than $30 a day right now, and we're only 90 days in on the project. What will be a turnaround is a few things. Number one, the main one is when the new MoveQuest app comes out, which we had expected that to be out about 30 days ago. So it's been delayed. There is, just got a report from Lynette this evening that there is one more last bug in, I guess, the docking mechanism, the docking system that they are working on right now. But we should hear something this weekend. So yeah, it just says by this weekend. All right, so we're on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, people are still selling their tokens. You know, paying bills are coming to the end of the month. People are going to sell. So the result of that is you're going to have it come down. Then you'll see a reversal. It's just a matter of time. So tonight, we're going to talk about the path to having success with Bitcoin. And at the end, I am going to do an announcement that I almost second guessed myself. I took a nap this afternoon and woke up, was like, what are you doing? Are you crazy? But I already have it in motion. So tonight, I'm going to announce a special promo that I'm going to be running for anybody that's involved in the Move Quest community. And we're going to do this in a private way because I still do have other clients out there that have been using like white labeling my crypto education, and I can't really kind of piss them off. But for the MoveQuest community, we're going to do this from today till the end of the month, which is next week. So we have 1 week to have this promotion. I'll announce at the top of the training today. So we're going to talk about the path to having success with Bitcoin. Now that you understand, what do we cover on day one? What is blockchain technology? Every single person in MoveQuest should have been on that one, so you understand. And even the so-called crypto critics and MoveQuest critics who think that, oh, you're just moving to another blockchain because the previous one failed. No, no. And one, you don't even understand how the blockchains work to begin with. So understanding what the blockchains are, then night one was perfect for you. Then understanding what is crypto, what is Bitcoin, how does it work? We covered that on night two. Night three, we didn't have a night three. Last night was probably one of the most important nights. We talked about security, what is wallets, how to purchase Bitcoin, how to move it around, the different type of wallets out there, but really security. And it just amazes me after we talked about security last night, and then I wake up this morning to news that somebody got all of their crypto stolen from them. I guarantee you that person wasn't on our 5-day challenge, did not plug in to get crypto education, but they did know about it. So I hate to see these things, but at the same time, I start to lose a little bit of the empathy about it because we are making this available, and it is up to you to make it happen. So tonight, the path to having success with Bitcoin. So let me get this slide up and going. And again, also welcome all of you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for being here, and feel free to spread the word. You still have time to get your members and your team, your community on, and other communities to learn a little bit about Bitcoin and crypto at no cost on a Friday night. I know I'm competing against the World Series and the Laker game. People want to see Bronny James and LeBron together. Share screen. There we go. The path to having success with Bitcoin. Oh, here's, I see you. Melanie, I had left this morning right when you were getting help from Herschel, so I hope Herschel was able to get you all squared away on his training call. Okay. First up, here's a fact. Most people are going to fail financially, period. I didn't say fail in crypto. I said period. Most people are going to fail financially. 93% don't have good salaries. 95% will not succeed in business. 97% will retire broke, dependent on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. Most people do not have $1,000 in their savings account. Think about that one for a second. Most people do not have $1,000 in their savings account. Most people cannot afford a $400 emergency without going into debt. And this is supposed to be the richest country on the planet. And these are the problems that most people are facing. But I want you to think about this. As everything goes through time, things change. Digital currency is the new financial revolution. You ever heard of Uber, a transportation company that owns no cars? Or Amazon, world's largest retail chain that has no stores? Airbnb, a hotel chain that owns no property. So everything is moving to this independent, decentralized form of commerce. The same thing is happening on the financial side with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we call that the world's money, the people's money that is not controlled by a bank, a government, or an institution. It's universal. Universal in value. One Bitcoin in Japan is worth one Bitcoin in Russia, France, China, United States. There are no borders to it. You don't need permission from a third party like a government or Western Union or anything to send it across borders, and transactions happen almost instantaneous with small minimum fees. This is revolutionary. And we talked about blockchain and how cryptocurrencies work. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, the world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than 1 penny. July 22nd, MQT's value was $1. In 2010, Bitcoin was valued at 40 cents. In 2016, Bitcoin was valued at $600. Less than 90 days later, MQT was valued at $100. In 2024, Bitcoin reached around $73,737 a coin. If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, today it will be worth over $18 million. Now, that's a fact. What I cannot do is speculate on MQT. I can only speak on facts. So if I use myself as an example, from when MQT launched from $1 to once it reached over $100, I had more than 6 figures worth of value in less than 65 days. That's the power of crypto. If you know how to get yourself positioned and you move accordingly. Because of my education and the way I manage this out, I still have more MQT today than I did when I first got started, even with all the selling that I have done to evolve my miners, because I didn't sell my tokens for a profit. I sold my tokens to evolve and purchase more miners that would make me more money. So now every 10 days, I'm receiving more MQT. I don't say I am making more money. You know, CJ was throwing up. He's got 4 devices working with him. He's stunting like that. Look at it. He turned the camera on. You got throw him up, CJ. You got 4. How you got to look at it now? Thinking of a business, I see every phone I have, every watch is my employee. I'm wearing 2 right now, but there's levels to this. Oh, you can't all see all that. Oh, and there's still more and more. I have my own, call it MQT factory. They're my employees. That's going to make me more MQT, not for whatever the value of the coin is today, but what is it going to be 6 months from now? So even if I were to sell all the MQT I currently have, I have enough of the on the I don't want to say the hardware in place that is mining me new MQT every day to replace whatever it is that I sell over time. Now, some at the same time where I evolved and built my MQT mining manufacturer, others took that cash and pulled it out as profit for themselves. $50,000, $100,000, and God bless them. But I'm playing the long ball here. And the long ball is if I purchase the equipment, the long ball is what happens if this token goes to $300 a coin, 500, 1,000? And I can play that game because I know what numbers it would take to make that happen. It's based on math. And another thing that I do is I bet on myself. I know what I can do as a promoter. I have my own company. I have my own marketing company. And I know exactly what I'm going to do when the MoveQuest new app launches and what I'm going to be putting out there to do my part to help build the community. I haven't even gotten started yet. I want to personally have 500 people by myself. I'm at to about 170 right now. So I'm not relying on what anybody else does. I know what I can do, at least my part. So I have the confidence to bet on myself and then this community. What would help is if this community was a lot more educated in the process and we're all moving as a unit, like the Winklevoss twins, they did the same thing. They were the first early big adopters of Bitcoin and were the only real big mouths out there speaking on Bitcoin's behalf that the media was paying attention to. And when they asked, hey, we invested $7 million in this stuff, we want it to succeed. So I can only speculate what the value of MQT will be in the future. But I know if we're to reach certain goals, that it's going to be a lot higher than it is right now. Blockchain, most people don't even know what the blockchain is, and they ask that question. And we covered this on Monday. They think blockchain and Bitcoin is the same thing, but it's not. But people want to know, is it real? Am I too late? Well, first, is it real? The fact that the IRS is taxing you on it let you know that it's real. Here's another thing that's funny to me when you hear politicians that say, "Oh, it's fake money, it's made up money, it's not real, it's only being used by criminals." Since when do criminals use monopoly money? Try to do a criminal deal and pay with fake money. What do you think is going to happen? I remember I mentioned to you guys the other night, we used to do late night crypto talk, and there was a story years ago where we were talking about there was some strips down in Vegas, strip clubs, and the strippers were wearing Bitcoin QR code wallet addresses. So instead of people making it rain in dollars, they just scanned the QR code, and we were like, we needed to do some research where did they have that QR code tattoo? But try to pay for something to a criminal or illegal activity or the underground with fake money. So the fact that the IRS and criminals are accepting it, it lets you know that, of course, it's real. The next thing is, am I too late? No. Even now, Bitcoin got started in 2009, and this is 2024, 15 years. We are still in the technological development of this, where the internet was around 1998, 99. That's where we are with this. So no, you're still early on. The question people ask, how do I buy it? We covered that last night. Most people don't know how to buy it. The first time they come into to MoveQuest and they say, hey, I exercise all the time. I have my credit card. Can I get started? No, you got to purchase crypto. How do I do that? So people want to know, how do I buy it? And most importantly, people want to know, can I spend it? Meaning, can I make money? Is there anything real I can do with it once I have it? And the answer is yes. In my crypto career, I quickly learned 4 rules. Nobody taught me these rules. I learned these rules through trial and error. These rules have saved me, made me a lot of money in this space. It's not foolproof where you will never lose, because I can guarantee you will, but it will save you long term. So here are my 4 keys to crypto success. So you might want to write these down. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. So someone comes up to me. I have a friend of mine, he was a professional basketball player. His son is, man, his son just grew. He's 7'1" now, and he just signed his first pro contract. My own cousin used to play in the NBA. His son plays professionally down in Brazil. But this friend of mine, I played against him in high school. Yeah, he said, Brandon, I need to learn about this Bitcoin stuff. I want to, I got some money to invest. What should I do? And the first thing I said to him was education. And he's like, yeah, I know that, but where can I put some money in? So I said, no. I don't care how much money you have. Invest in your education first. Education. That is everything. I have a lot of millionaire friends that come up to me all the time and they ask, Brandon, I got $50,000. We're going to put it education. Because once you get the education, then you'll know what to do with it afterwards. You'll know how to protect it. You'll know how to make it work for you. I cannot minimize this. If I could do things my own way without having to worry about upsetting or stepping on toes of other leaders in the MoveQuest community who they cringe every time they hear somebody talk about Brandon's crypto education. If I didn't bother what they thought or anything, and I wanted to be respectable, this is the only thing I would be talking about. 90% of my MoveQuest presentation will be about education, 10% about MoveQuest. That's how important this is. Instead of trying to rush me to not talk about education and let's just talk about how to make money. That's why everybody's getting their stuff stolen. Education is key. It is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. This is also where people get caught up. People get caught up on this. Oh, please shoot me over that website too, Dustin. People hear stories of other people getting rich very quickly. And they ask, how did you do it? What did you do? And then here's what happens. They say, oh, you put in $10,000? Let me get in my savings and pull 10,000 from my savings because I might be able to double it or triple it in a couple of months or a couple of weeks. And they pull their life savings out, they use their rent money and other stuff, and then the thing doesn't work. Then they get mad at the person who told them about the project, but that person could afford to do it. They're already on to something else. Well, now you're stuck. Never use money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your investment back as fast as possible. So if we're talking MoveQuest, yeah, you hear stories of people that got 8 Omegas and they're doing this and that. If you can afford 8 Omegas, don't get 8 Omegas. If all you can do is afford maybe 3 to 4 Lennies, then that's fine. Then you can afford 3 to 4 Lennies. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, just shoot me the link. And then upgrade. I told the story of the team in Nigeria. They all went together to buy 1 Omega. And then from the profit of that, they kept purchasing more, the Lennies, and evolving up. And that's all they're doing. You start off low. When I started with the Avalanche side, I didn't come out the gate with 8 Omegas. What I did was we only had 7 docs at a time. On one device, 7 alphas. And then the second device, I got 7 alphas. So I had 2 devices with 7 alphas on them rather than 1 device with 7 omegas. Remember, because it takes at that time 14 alphas to get to 7 omegas. So I had two devices going, and then I used a profit. As I'm telling you how I rolled this out, I used a profit to start. I purchased 7 more Lennies, and then I evolved all of those Lennies up to alphas. I didn't put it on a third device. I then took one of the devices I had and merged all of those up to 7 omegas. So now I had one device with 7 omegas and one device with 7 alphas. And then I bought 7 more Lennies, evolved them all up to alphas. And then I got a third device. I'm sorry, on that second device. And now I have two devices with 7 omegas each. Then I went and bought 7 more Lennies, evolved them all up to alphas, and put it on a third device. Then I went and got 7 more Lennies, evolved them all up to alpha, and put it on a fourth device. So now I have two devices with 7 omegas, and I had two devices with 7 alphas. Then I made more money, sold, bought 7 more Lennies, evolved them all up to 7 alphas, and then took my third device and merged those alphas together to create 7 omegas. Now I had 3 devices with 7 omegas and one device with 7 alphas. You starting to see a pattern here? Then what I started doing in the later days, I realized that the iPhones track far much better than the Android does. There's so much more movement that has to be done with Android to try to get the maximum activity. See, because I had a shift in my head. When I first joined GetFit Mining, I was not treating this like a business. I was treating this as a casual hobby activity that allowed me to be more active, to lose some more weight, and to have some extra money to do some other things. Like one, because I'm going to be launching a new division of my company called ILCA Health, which MoveQuest is the main pillar of. So that was where my head was. It wasn't until we got on the Avalanche chain and I got to see it live how this project worked and was a success if it was done the way it's supposed to, and it still wasn't. It's not until we go on the next blockchain that you will see it in 100% full activity. And what do I mean by that? Well, number one, we did do a seed round raise to get Avalanche started with the first 300 people. We did do that. Number two, we still do not have the challenges and events live. And number three, we don't have the leasing live, which all of that contributes to the ecosystem. See, if we go back to the Binance chain, not only did we have none of that, but we also had a promo where people weren't getting started with Lennies. People weren't getting started with Lennies. People were getting started with Omegas. When I came on board, there was a special promo because at the time it was said, if we have leaders that get on board, we got to incentivize them some kind of way. And if we can incentivize them, then they're going to go out there and tell the world about this. That was the idea. So how do we incentivize them? What if we can give them, all Omegas for like $250? And so we got like 6 omegas at the time for $250 or $300, which meant we skipped the process of buying a Lenny for $50 and evolving up, which adds to the ecosystem. So the next blockchain, there is no liquidity raise, period. Nobody will have tokens before the project launches. Everybody will have what we call it a fair launch, where once it launches, everybody will have access to get as many tokens as they want at the same time, whether by buying it, especially if we launch at $130 something, or mining it. I have a strategy if I've already told my inner circle that what we're going to do as soon as it launches, how we're going to take advantage of this and maximize. But that's for the inner circle. Remember, we're all still in competition with each other. We're all competing for the same 2,500 tokens every single day. So my inner circle, you guys are getting, the VIP, you're getting my strategy. So always get your investment back. So once you pay your money to buy your miners, now you need to make the business decision, because this is what I did. Once I realized that this was a success, I turned this from being a casual activity into a business. So now all of my phones are my employees. My watches are my employees. I'm putting them to work. Oh yeah, I went off on a tangent. I made a point with CJ with the iPhones. Once I realized that the iPhones are better, then I went to start buying new iPhones to replace my Android. But because I switched to business mode, this is what happened to me. You got to be careful. You get addicted. I would move my miners from my Android onto my iPhone, and all good, right? But then every time I come to my desk, I see that Android sitting there with no miners on it, not making me no money. So you know what I did? Bought more miners and put them on the same Android. I just took the old miners too. Now, but I have, it's like my employees. And I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself, say, no, no, no. You pace it. You got to pace it. So that's something I fight with myself. But as an invest business, you need to figure out how much money did you spend and how long will it take you to make it back. Traditionally, when you're talking about mining anything in crypto, traditionally, it should take about anywhere between 6 to 10 months to be break even, meaning the money you spent on the equipment and to get your mining facility up and running, it is going to take you 6 to 8 months to make that money back, and then 8 to 10 months or 8 to 12 months to be in profit. And you're in profit from that point forward. So how many people are willing to wait 6 to 8 months to be in profit? People who understand business. The people who are just trying to get rich quick and they don't understand business, they don't get involved because they're trying to make some money, fast money. But you've got to start thinking like this in that business mindset. So the early people that got started in MoveQuest made their money back within like 2.5, 3 weeks. And you say, how could they make it back so fast? Because since they were mining first, it was still 2,500 MQT a day being released, no matter how many people's mining. So if there's a small amount of people mining, they're gobbling up all of that MQT until more people come on board, which is part of the strategy. If you know the next blockchain that they're about to get on, you want to make sure you're mining the most you possibly can in those first couple of weeks because you're going to receive the most tokens before it starts to level out. The price that it is at right now is where it should be at. We were in overbought territory. It's just leveling itself out where it should be at based on the size of our community. That's right. Started with 117 mining wallets. Now we're over 5,000. So now it takes, based on the price now, it'll take you probably 2 months or 2.5 months to break even. And then everything beyond that is profit. I was talking to another businessman who told me that he was a part of a trading program that they were doing about 13% month profits. And he worked it out and said, man, with MoveQuest, I'm over 30% profit a month based on what I'm spending on my equipment. Just at this price, just think about that. 30% profit a month. So he says, I'm far ahead of any program out there, which is why the reason why this really hasn't gone viral yet either, because most people don't understand business and think of numbers in that fashion. So figure out how long it's going to take to make the money that you put in back. and sell whatever tokens to make your money back. So now moving forward, anything you do is a profit. And if things don't work out, you didn't lose your seed money. You didn't lose the money you started off with. You're in the green zone. See, that's what happens with me. That's why I always say when I look at a project, I don't care how great they say things are. I look at it and say, what if you fail by 90%? If you fail by 90%, can I still make a profit? If the answer is yes, I get involved. That's why when people say, Brandon, you said MoveQuest had an 80% chance of failure. Why'd you still get involved? Because that's a 20% chance of success, which is higher than my 10% chance. So of course I got involved, and it's been wildly successful. 0 to six figures in a couple of months, in less than 2 months. So always get your investment back first. I know a person that lost $200,000 when I told him to sell, so get his money back first. And it was in one of those compounding programs that people think is going to go on forever. And he was so jacked up. He was like, oh, Brandon, you know, at this rate, I'll have 1 million by the end of the year. And I said, yeah, but if you at least get your money back, it's gonna, he said, well, if I get my money back, it's gonna take me another year and a half to get there. I said, then let it take you a year and a half. At least you have your money back. He said, no, I need to have it faster. He didn't. He also had no crypto education. And he knew me personally. This was before I created crypto. Did I? Yeah, this was before I created the crypto courses, 2018. And he lost all his money. And he, because of that experience, he completely walked away from crypto and hasn't been back since. He's been inquiring lately. You know, he went and had a 9 to 5 job and went on doing that. But had he listened, follow simple instructions that can save you, he would have made millions in crypto because he was at the same time I was, and he had more money than me. He had more money to play around with and invest. And then rule number 4, where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Find a vehicle, MoveQuest. Take action, stay focused, and do not get distracted. I think that's, I can't blame that, but it might be a part of another reason the slowdown in this community. You know, when the market started to go the other way, and you had individuals say, well, I need to be looking at other things to make some money, and you get distracted and things happen and you lose your focus. You know, I do preach multiple streams of income. I have multiple streams of income, but you cannot have multiple streams of income until you've secured one stream. What do I mean by secure? I've been saying it for a month. We are still in the red zone. This project is still a baby. It is not solidified yet. We really, to be comfortably solidified, we still need about 25,000 people. That can happen slow or it can happen fast. But once we get there, then you can breathe a sigh of relief that everything, I mean, no matter what happens, there's nothing that can really shake the project at that point. We're not there yet. So being the early adopters, it's us to kind of cradle this baby, protect the baby, protect the house while it's still in its infancy. So for me, what that means is I get approached with opportunities every day, literally every day. I had some person just sent me 5 minutes before I went live today. It's this email here about some new arbitrage trading platform that they are claiming to be SEC compliant, blah, 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 blah. And even if it's true and it's good, I pass. See, sometimes you got to say no to a great opportunity. Just because I say no to an opportunity doesn't mean I'm saying no because I think it's a scam. or I'm saying no because I think it's going to fail. I say no because the timing is not right with what I'm currently doing right now. I'm staying focused. Now, it is not what you do, it's in how you do it. So that I'm not saying you can't do anything else outside of MoveQuest because I do things outside of MoveQuest. It's just in how you do it. What you will not see me doing is promoting right now anything publicly except my own company and MoveQuest. The moment I jumped on the Avalanche chain and I saw what was going on, I stopped publicly promoting the other stuff I had going on side by side with MoveQuest. You can go to my Facebook timeline and you can see when that cutoff happened. So sometimes you got to say no to a great opportunity. You can't be a part of everything. You have limited resources. Now, following these 4 rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will minimize your losses, and that's the most that you can ask for, because I can guarantee you will lose along the way. But your education will save you from losing everything, like the gentleman that did today. Even after all the warnings, be willing to learn and seek out places that is willing to teach. Herschel does a training every single day. Seek it out. The people that I see that lose the most, that complain the most, and ask the most questions in the most inappropriate times and places are those people who I never see on a training, on a customer support call, in my 5-day challenges. They show up once every 4 weeks to collect money and then want to, how come the token is down here? How come the price is that? I'm like, I don't have time for that. Why did you even get involved? 5 tips to investing in crypto. Do your own homework. Yeah. Most people like to, well, I trust an individual, and if they are doing it, then I guess it's good enough for me. No. Do not trust anybody in the crypto space. Brandon, can I trust you? No. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean is the decisions and moves I make best fit me and my strategy. It may not be fit for you and your strategy and what you're working with. I do things for a certain reason and a certain purpose that may not be in line with you. So for somebody like me, you use me as a resource, but not as the godsend of the message and the word, because it may not be appropriate for you at this stage. So you've got to be able to do your own research and homework and say, wow, that does sound good, but will it fit into what I am currently doing and what I'm working with right now? Like I was invited to a call a couple of years ago. 8-figure earners were on the call on an opportunity where the low end was $50,000. The average was $250,000 to be involved that they were doing. The low end was $50,000 to get your feet wet, and then the big boys were doing $500,000 to $1 million. And a lot of them were my mentors, and I'm looking at them, and they're making these big moves, and that's great for them, and I trust them, but it would not have been a good move for me. That didn't mean that the opportunity was bad. It just meant it wasn't good for me because I did my own homework. Now, looking at things that's going to happen, how long, even if I did 50,000, how long would it take for me to get to where I need to go rather than that person that put in 5 million? There's levels to this. So do your own homework, and you can only do your own homework if you know what you're looking for, which means you got to be crypto educated. I think it was Samantha that had asked in our inner circle when we're talking about how do we research projects and tokens. We covered that. So you know you have the right, you know what to look for, you know what the red flags are, you know what the timetable is. There was one project I remember that I said no on that, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, it's too late. You're already 8 months old. You got maybe at best 6 more months. No, no, Brandon, no, we did this. We're making all this money. 3 months later, it was closed down. Now, the people that I knew that got involved early made a killing. They still made a huge profit even though it got closed down. But they got started 6 months before. I missed the window on that opportunity. So you got to be able to do your own homework and know the right timing. Proceed with caution. Like I state, everything that I see, I act as if it has a 90% chance of failure. If I can make a profit on 10%, I move forward. So that's where you have rules number 2 and 3. Only use money you cannot afford to lose, and try to get your money back as fast as possible. Diversify effectively. Don't have all your tokens and coins in one basket or all your business in one basket, which means once you earn your crypto, what do you do with it next? You start to flip it into others. When I started with $30, I flipped that $30 into 700, that 700 into 10,000, that 10,000 to 100,000, and so forth in multiple different things. So diversify effectively. Keep your coins in secure wallets. We covered that last night. Prepare for volatility. You need to go in knowing that this is a space where the chart does not just do this, and that's it. All right? You got to know it's going to come back down. When Bitcoin went to $20,000 a coin in its first 9 years, it was 2017, 8 years. Did it stay at 20,000? No. It eventually came all the way down to the $3,500 range. Now, if you look at that, someone who got started in Bitcoin when it was at 17,000 or 18,000, they see it go to 3,500, they're screaming bloody murder. Oh, I got scammed. Why is the price going down? I'm losing all my money. And then what happened? From 3,500, it went up to a new all-time high of $73,000. So you had a lot of people panic sell at 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. But those who held on and just waited saw a meteoric rise. And those same people who panic sold at 5,000, they come buying back in. But guess what price they bought back in? The 40,000, 50,000 range. $60,000 range. And then crypto goes from 73,000 down to 30,000, and they're screaming bloody murder again. Oh no, how did it go from 73,000? Now it's down at 30,000. Brandon, is it going to zero? I'm like, all this time, you still refuse to get crypto educated, do you? Prepare for the volatility. That's to be expected. You cannot have emotions in this space. It's funny, I see my phone ring. I'm always hearing from people only when they think something bad is happening and they never plugged into anything. I don't answer those phone calls anymore because it's a waste of my time, unless they're willing to pay me. Pay me, you can get all my time. But no, I'm not your emotional baggage holder. And you refuse to get educated and you won't plug in. Ways to make money with Bitcoin. Now, there are a number of ways that individuals can earn Bitcoin online. Unfortunately, just as in real life, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Any way of earning Bitcoin online will require something in exchange, whether it's your time or your knowledge or your computer's processing power, like mining. Therefore, although it may appear to some that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is an easy way to make money, it is not as easy as some might expect without the requisite knowledge. Money-making activities. Here's money-making activities, and you need to understand this too. While you need to learn about Bitcoin and blockchain, you really don't need to learn a new skill set outside of trading, because blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry in the world. So whatever your current field is, whatever it is that you do for a living, whatever your personal training is, whatever you have a profession is, will be impacted by blockchain technology. So whatever it is you're currently doing now, you still will be doing it just through blockchain technology. So for example, before crypto, I was still taught. I was the business mindset coach. I had a business on that for a decade. All I did was taught personal development and self-improvement. I'm a very, very, very big student of that. My current all-time mentor is Jim Rohn. You know, understanding thoughts are things. understanding that you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control how you respond to them. All of that stuff, I taught that. Then crypto came. All I did was took what I was doing before, the skill set I had, and I evolved it into crypto, and I found my lane. I teach crypto education. Once I learned it, now I turn around and I'm teaching it back. There was a couple out in Georgia who had a duck farm. No, was it? Yeah, a duck farm. And they were about to lose their farm. They had to come up with $100,000 in a week. Well, they figured out something called NFTs. And one was an artist, knew how to draw. They drew up pictures of all their ducks. And there's this whole duck aficionado community on the internet. And they created NFTs out of them and sold them. And they made $100,000 in a week. So they used blockchain technology in the field that they're already in. My 5-day challenges, I have panelists, I have guest speakers. One of them, Brother Eric Guthrie, I don't have that book in front of me. He's a Morehouse grad, my Morehouse brother. Sometimes I have him on. He's an attorney. He's taken his skill set and his livelihood as being an attorney and moved it into the crypto space. Now he does speaking engagements in front of clients to teach them about what is the certain laws have to deal with crypto, why you should learn about crypto, taxes, all that stuff. He's made a whole career. He's written 2 books off of it now. So whatever your passion is, whatever you're already trained on, there's going to be a place for you in the blockchain, and you might be the first to do it. So think about that. So money-making activities, short-term versus long-term. You got to have a short-term goal. I have a short-term goal and a long-term goal when it comes to MoveQuest. Trading. Learn how to trade. I'm not saying you need to become a trader, but learn how to trade. It is a skill set that will stay with you for the rest of your life, and it will come in handy because we're using this skill set when it comes to MoveQuest. Those of you in my inner circle, you know exactly what I'm talking about because we look at the charts every morning. So learn how to trade. Whether you decide to trade or not, it's up to you. Mining. Mining is another way. What we're doing right now, we are mining. So what money-making activity is MoveQuest in the crypto space? Mining. Just like Bitcoin mining. We're in the mining business. What about investing in coins? Yeah. You can invest in coins. You can hold them and see if they're going to go up long term. But you got to know what coins should you invest in. Do you want to do it short term? Do you want to do it long term? Should you swap to a different one? Do you know how to play the tether game? This is what's going to make you rich. Wealthy. Investing in coins you can get rich on. You might get lucky and find another Shiba Inu or Popcat that just popped off, or a Dogecoin. But if you want to become wealthy, you invest in projects. See, whenever I went to a blockchain expo, I could care less about who the guest speaker is and sitting in the crowd listening to somebody just talk to hear the sound of their own voice. I'm walking around the floor and looking at all the booths, at all the new projects that are coming out that wants to use blockchain technology. See, the wealthiest businesses in the world in the future will be those that are adopting and using blockchain technology. Just like today, show me a Fortune 500 company that is not on the internet. In the 90s, 99% of them were not on the internet? Today, 100% of them are on the internet, or they have some form of a social media presence. I mean, it's so much so that back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, young girls that say, I want to be a model. And one day they want to wish they could walk the model. Today, every single one could be an Instagram model if they want to. All you need is to have a phone and a camera. You can create your own website. You can have a little OnlyFans page, whatever. Everybody has a social media presence on the internet. So what you want to do is find who's going to be the next Apple, who's going to be the next Google, who's going to be the next Facebook and invest in their project. What we're doing with MoveQuest, I don't like to use the term investing because it's not an investment, but we are putting our time and resources not on a token, but on the project, because we're making our money through our physical activity through a platform that allows us to earn a digital token that has value to it. How many of those do we get? Based on our physical activity using the product. And as Lynette said, you've heard her, millionaires are going to be created because of this. Millionaires. Investing in projects is the ultimate goal. Now, what happens if you don't have any money to invest in any coins? You don't have any money to invest in any projects. Does that mean you're out? No. This is where one of the oldest professions around networking opportunities. If you ever listen to Robert Kiyosaki, if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I think one of those, or the cash flow quadrant, I think it's a cash flow quadrant. One of them, he says in one of the chapters, if you have nothing and you've got to get started somewhere, people have a choice: go get a 9-to-5 job, work at McDonald's, or join a network marketing opportunity that will allow you to earn an unlimited amount of money based on your own efforts. If you're willing to work for it, you can get it. See, my grandpa always said, no matter what you do, become the hardest worker at it and you'll have a lot of success. That's only partially correct. Because if I'm the hardest working street sweeper, the hardest working janitor, my income is still limited, no matter how hard I work. It's about working smarter. Put yourself in an industry where you have an unlimited amount of wealth and access to based on your ability to work. That's one thing I always bet on myself. I don't have that lazy bone in my body. I'm not scared of work. All I want is an opportunity. Give me an opportunity and move out the way. Give me an opportunity and move out the way. So if you tell me if I outwork somebody else, I can make more money. And if I work hard, I can make more. That's what network opportunities are. And I did. I networked my way off of my 9-to-5 job. And I've been working for myself for 12 years now. So that's if you have nothing. The only industry where you can go from nothing to something. Network marketing. That's a line from Jim Rohn. From nothing to something. I'll give you guys a side because I'm real big on personal development. Go to YouTube and type in The Wisdom of Jim Rohn, Brandon Ivey. There's 2 audios that I put together that is one of my backbones. The Wisdom of Jim Rohn, actually it's part 2 that I like the most. Brandon Ivey version. And that'll pop up. I was listening to that the other day. Dollar cost averaging. This is for people like my mom. I know there's no way my mom was ever going to become crypto educated. My mom's still trying to program her VCR and remember her passwords. But does that mean that she is out? No. See, what you do is create yourself a budget. One thing my mom always said, okay, when you make your money, make sure you tithe 10% to the Lord, and then you put some in savings, and then you spend the rest. Well, think of this like you're doing the same thing, adding you need to have a crypto savings. So decide how much you're willing to invest short and long term. Instead of putting it all in at one time, break it up over a period of time, create a budget for yourself, whether it is daily, weekly, or monthly, and just buy crypto. Like I have my mom set up on Coinbase. So we attach it straight to her bank account, and every month, automatically, you have it set up automatically, so she doesn't have to do anything. It pulls out a certain amount from her bank account and buys Bitcoin every single month, like clockwork. And in the early days, she used to be watching the charts like a hawk. I'm like, Mom, don't worry about the charts. It doesn't matter what the price of the token is today. You're doing this for her. She wants to do it for her grandkids. So you're looking at, where is this going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Just Dollar cost average every day. My early days, there was a documentary, a Bitcoin documentary called Banking on Bitcoin. I think I saw it on Netflix. And they had interviewed this one millionaire cat from Florida. And he said, all these other crypto tokens, they're all stupid. You want to get rich, the only thing you need to do is buy Bitcoin and keep buying it and hold it for the next 15 years, and you will be rich. He said, I can guarantee, I can show you, here's the blueprint to become a millionaire in Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin for 15 years and never spend it until 15 years from wherever you get started. You will be a millionaire. I mean, that is I learned being an entrepreneur. I learned that getting rich is a simple process. It's not easy, but it's a simple, if you do things a certain way, it's a simple process. Most people are just not willing to do it. So he said, 15-year game plan. Buy Bitcoin every day, every week, every month for 15 years and never spend it, and you'll be a millionaire. The goal is accumulation of crypto assets. This is the goal of MoveQuest. See, people got it wrong in MoveQuest right now. It's not, can I get rich next week? Yeah, sell enough to pay a couple of bills, but you got to come in this thinking accumulate. Accumulate. Not how much can I withdraw today? Like it's the ATM machine. Accumulate. And then have your long-term goals set. You're going to be fine. If the entire community actually thought that way, the price of MQT will probably be about $150 right now. So the goal is accumulation of crypto assets, which means sometimes you will be buying when the market is down and you're buying when the market is up. So it doesn't matter what the price is, you just continue to buy. Do not worry about what the cost of the asset is today. Our goal is, where will it be in the long run? That's the type of questions I ask Lynette. Not where's it doing it right now. I know what it's doing right now, and I know why. I can see the markets. It's nothing MoveQuest can do about that. It's market. But there are things that we can put into place for and prepare for where it's going to be down the road, and that's the whole leasing and the challenges and the new app and making onboarding simpler and easier and promoting it and building the community. These are things we can do so that we can chart for a price where we want it to be in 6 months. There's no crying in baseball. Remember A League of Their Own? Madonna? You can't have emotions in this space. Because if you do, you lose every single time. If you're an emotional trader, you will lose. If you're an emotional buyer, you will lose. You've got to take that out. You can't get too excited when you see the price go up, and you can't get too upset when you see the price come down. You got to be even keel right in the middle. And that's difficult to do. Sometimes even I get caught up. I got to catch myself. No crying in baseball. Pay your taxes. Again, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. Always consult a licensed tax advisor if you're dealing with crypto in any kind of way. Only thing I will say is the moment you change from crypto into government fiat money, your dollar, that's a taxable event. Pay your taxes. Don't think you can be in crypto to avoid taxes. You will lose every time. The IRS is bigger than you, and they have more resources than you do, and they will go back on you 5 years. All right. You think you might got away with it for a couple of years, and then it will catch up to you. So I'm publicly stating, for the record, Brandon Ivey is publicly telling everybody to pay your taxes. I don't want nobody saying anything different. Now, people who understand the power of Bitcoin in this era will be one step closer to finding their financial freedom. And that's where I come in. That's why I created ILCA. And people say, well, what is ILCA? It actually stands for Ivy League Coaching Academy, but one of my divisions is Ivy League Crypto Academy. This is a global training center for crypto education. We're going to teach you everything you need to know. You don't have to be the expert. Just know some of the basics, and you're not going to get your MQT stolen from you. We have 10 courses. When I first started off, I only had 3. Bitcoin 101. The lessons that we covered this week, where do you think they came from? Bitcoin 101. Then there's 15 lessons of Bitcoin 101. Then we have Crypto Advanced, 15 lessons there. Then we have how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, 15 lessons there. And then we have the Internet of Things. So when I launched ILCA in 2022, we only had these 4 courses, 15 videos in each. That was it. All of the training is done in streaming video. You can stop, pause, rewind. If you've got a busy schedule, you're at work, you can't make it to anything live, you can just watch these videos, stop it, pause it, go back, watch it as many times as you want. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets, purchase and sell with Bitcoin, and trade cryptocurrencies. And also learn how altcoins work. Guess what? The people in our community didn't have any problem getting started with MoveQuest. Said, oh, you need to have a MetaMask wallet and AVAX. Our community, boom, 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 done. Because you're educated. Bitcoin 101, for example, this course is designed to take you through the history of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Each video is designed to take you through a step-by-step process to know the fundamentals of the technology and how it works. Once you have completed this course, you will have more than a basic functioning understanding of blockchain, how to purchase Bitcoin, and how to use it. So the next question is, what do you do now? That's just one. Today, there's 10 courses. 10. Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, Internet of Things, NFTs, decentralized finance, metaverse, then tokenization, Web 3.0, and artificial intelligence. More than 150 videos already done that you can sit down and watch. You guys all know Marnita Casa, my executive assistant, my cousin as well, and our hostess. When she first started asking me about, hey, cousin, what's this Bitcoin thing you're doing? I have a very big family. She's not the first to ask that question. I treated her like I did all the rest of my family. I didn't think she would take anything serious. And so I kind of brushed her off. But she kept coming back. She started showing up to my crypto talks. And she was excited. She was asking questions. And so she called me and said, hey, I'm serious. What do I need to do to learn this kind of stuff? So I sent her my first 3 courses, Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I thought it would take her about 6 months to go through it and that she would get bored and lose interest and move on to something else and not bother me. That was on a Friday. Monday came around. Right after my next crypto talk, she shoots me a message. Okay, what do I do next? I said, what do you mean, what do you do next? She said, I saw the videos. I said, what videos? You talk the ones I sent you? She said, yes, I went into it the entire weekend. She was hungry and thirsty for knowledge. Now, it's not like these videos are long. They're anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes long each. And each one's only got 15 lessons in it. So she went through the whole thing. That's when I knew she's serious. So I started to pay her more attention and give her more stuff to do. And I was not easy on her. A lot of people think, oh, Marnita's only where she is because she's Brandon's cousin. Nope. Nope. Sometimes I have to remember that she is my cousin. I want to help her out. But I'd be hard on her because I want her to be able to stand on her own 2 feet and make things happen. And she has. Everything she's gotten to where she is right now, all I did was open the door. She put in the work. I was hungry like that when I first needed to learn. So what do you want to do now? So those of you who have seen this all week, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually get my courses. But we do invite you. You might notice that we have people watching on YouTube and we have people watching on Zoom with me. The people on Zoom with me, this is my inner circle. I call them my VIP members. The purpose of being on Zoom is because we've had a modified 5-day challenge. Normally, a normal 5-day challenge last for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I have special guest panelists from the industry to share with you guys. But because of MoveQuest, I've modified it to make it compatible with all of you guys because I want this community to learn. I need you guys to learn because I make more money when you do. When the value of the token goes up and you're not getting your token stolen and all that. So I modified this. But normally I would shut the camera off for those that's watching for free on YouTube. And we would only be with the inner circle here, the VIP members, and we would go into Q&A section. And now this is what separates me from a YouTube video. You're now able to ask questions. You see what Herschel does? Yeah, we have that here. And I've been doing that for years. So we invite you to be a VIP member. A VIP member in our inner circle is $49 a month to be in our inner circle. By being in our inner circle, that means you are in the Zoom with us every 5-day challenge we do on the Zoom side. And you get to be a part of our daily crypto talks I do Monday through Thursday, 1 hour before I do the MoveQuest presentations. Some of the things that we cover is I show my own personal investments and portfolio. The inner circle they're the only ones I've shown what I have in MQT and my strategy and things that's going on. We talk about different opportunity alerts. We research projects and tokens, like Samantha asked me a couple of weeks ago. How do we research a project? So we went over that. We cover different white papers. We have monthly challenge VIP access, crypto talk, 16 hours every single month, access to our community. If you're going to be in this space, you need to have a crypto buddy. When I first got started, I had a crypto buddy, a partner that we could share things with and go back and forth with and help out. I strongly encourage that. In this case, we have a crypto community. We have our own crypto channel, ILCA subscribers channel, where you guys are able to interact and talk with each other. We also have a membership dashboard where I'm going to actually kind of show it in a second, where you can, again, interact with each other. You have access to different things. Now, I need to update that. The cost, again, is $49 a month to be in our inner circle. And Mrs. Cox, if you can type, that is ilcacryptonews.com to be a part of that. The next is ILCA has more than just that. We also have our 5-day challenge, VIP member, inner circle, and all of our courses and our diamond members. Diamond members are those where it's a little bit more private. We do classes twice a week in the evening where I actually take lessons from these courses and I do them live. It's amazing that even though you have access to the lesson, you would rather watch me do it live than watching it by yourself. And then you can ask questions afterwards. So we do it live. We do that twice a night. And then there's a whole lot more. I'll get more into that next week when I do the recap call. But I have a very special offer. All of my courses, for those who say, well, Brandon, I don't have time to be a part of the inner circle or the diamond or any of that kind of stuff, but I do know I need crypto education. Well, I actually sell all my courses. The regular price, so you know, is each course individually is $350 a piece, each. I've got 10 of them. I also have it as a bundle. A bundle is $2,500 to get all of my courses. $2,500, and that is still a steal because the amount of information that you gain is priceless. You can look me up on your AI and ask about ILCA and Brandon Ivey or Ivy League Crypto Academy, and it will tell you. Kenny Taylor looked it up, a couple of weeks ago. I'm one of the top crypto educators in the world and my platform. And we still haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till 2025. But I am going to do a special for just the MoveQuest community. Just the MoveQuest community. I'm going to do a special. And let me stop share screen over here and bring it up over here on this screen. Those of you in the inner circle know this, that I did a back to school special in August for everybody coming off vacation and getting ready, their kids go back to school, to get all of my courses at 80% off for $500 for a limited time. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to take 88% off all of my courses. Let me repeat that. 88% off. So instead of even from regular price 2,500, I had marked it down to 500 just for MoveQuest members. From now until the end of the month, you get it all 10 courses for $300. Man, I can't believe I said that. That's less than the cost of just one of my courses. You can get all 10 courses for $300. Go to this website. Oh, we'll give you the direct link to the website. We'll have that tomorrow. The link, but the coupon code you're going to use is MQ10K. Yeah, actually, that coupon code will still work even if they went to, because I know people might want to do it tonight. If you go to ivyleaguecrypto.info, this is the one where it's for $500. You can come right here and still click on click to sign up. But once you fill this out, it's going to ask for a coupon code. You can still use the coupon code MQ10K. MQ10K. And you get it for $300. Only now to the end of the month. After that, I got to take this away because I have other clients. And if they find out that I'm doing this, then I'm going to start hearing from them. And they're going to be like, Brandon, what's going on? People's getting access to your courses. It's cost more money. They're getting it cheaper over there. So I can't have this up for very long. And I'm not publicizing this either. So I'm not going to be going on social media talking about, all MoveQuest members get this. You guys can share this in your own communities. But for every single person in MoveQuest, if they use coupon code MQ10K, then they can get it for 88% off. And let me show you what that looks like. So we've got a membership section. Once you sign up, that you'll log into to get access. So in our membership section, courses, this is what it looks like. So let's say, for example, we were covering Bitcoin 101 this week. So we open up Bitcoin 101. And here are the videos. I've got an intro video, just welcoming you guys to what Bitcoin 101 is all about. Hello, and welcome to Bitcoin 101. We've got an introduction to Bitcoin and crypto. What is the blockchain? The birth of Bitcoin. How do cryptocurrencies work? Where to buy Bitcoin? Does that sound familiar? We covered that last night. Coinbase tutorial. Different types of wallet. Protecting your investments and security. This should be at the top for everybody in MoveQuest. I already got it done. How long is this video? 10 minutes? Are you kidding me? Would you be willing to take 10 minutes that could protect your stuff?
Protecting your investments, security.
I mean, we got it all. Myths about Bitcoin. Becoming acquainted, I think I talked about this last night. Becoming acquainted with Bitcoin and crypto lingo, because there's a different language to this. And so if you're reading the news or watching the news and you hear about certain words and terms,
when the price of the cryptocurrency
know what they mean.
Or prove their work.
That. FOLO, what is that? POW, proof of work. What is MoveQuest? All right, I'm gonna give you guys a quiz. Type it in. If Bitcoin is proof of work, if you're mining Bitcoin, if you're mining MoveQuest, what is that called? Type it in the chat box. Those of you on YouTube and those of you on Zoom. I know the Zoom people, you guys should be able to get it quick. What is MoveQuest? Bitcoin is proof of work. MoveQuest is something else. The Zoom people are getting it. I'm still waiting for the YouTube people to see if they can get it. And then let's go. Let's check out another course we got here. Someone had brought up Web3. Web3 is the future, period. There you go. Catherine's got it. Proof of physical activity. Enlivener 1, I see you got it as well. Rep 64. Little girl Erica Kane, proof of activity. No, it's not proof of physical activity. Got to put that in there. Web 3. Nobody will be able to run from this. Web 3. This is what the internet is evolving into. The third version of the internet. The first one was static, AOL dial-up. Then we had high-speed internet, Web 2.0. Now, the future is Web 3. Intro to Web 3, decentralized web, blockchain technology, smart contracts, cryptos in Web 3, decentralized finance, Web 3, NFTs in Web 3, Web 3.0 browsers, artificial intelligence. I mean, we got it all here. And then I know there's a lot of people that's interested in AI. That was one of the last courses I put together. AI, artificial intelligence. 15 videos here. AI and decentralized finance, Web3 data marketplace, AI-driven smart contracts, AI and contact generation, AI for anonymity and security, supply chain management. This is priceless. And you can come back and listen to these whenever you want to. Regular price $2,500 for the next 5 days. You get it for $300. You want to know? You heard of BlackRock? BlackRock and Larry Fink. Do you know what he's focused on? Yeah, all of this, but zone in on this. Tokenization. His whole point is, I envision a world where every single asset has been tokenized. The tokenization of real world assets. Do you know how much money he's talking about? If you can guess, type it in the chat box while I pull this up. If you can guess how much money does he think is he looking at? And if he has a $10 trillion asset, what would be, it's got to be a lot of money to even catch his eye, right? Joyce says 187 trillion. No, $867 trillion in assets, unlocking the utility of tokenized real world assets. So what did I say on day one? Monday night. I said that not only will blockchain technology disrupt every single industry on the planet, I said that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. Don't listen to what these millionaires and billionaires say. Follow what they do. And BlackRock is on the move because of this. 867 trillion. All we need is some crumbs. That is all we need. Now, I'll type in the chat box on YouTube right now. If you want to get that, HTTPS Ivy League crypto.info, and then use coupon code MQ10K. That website's going to show you crypto code EDU20. That's for $500. But if you use MQ10K, you'll get it all for $300. And I am pulling that down midnight before November 1st comes along. Go ahead, Ms. Casa.
Okay, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Ivy. I just want to throw out there, you guys, the MQ, hold on one second. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. The MQ10K, that code will not be available until tomorrow. I would say maybe around, let's say 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, there's a couple of things that have to be done in the back.
All right, so 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, you'll be good to go. All right, so 4 p.m. Eastern. So you got time to share. I'm doing crypto talk. And here's another thing too. For those of you who say, well, Brandon, what do you in crypto talk? I kind of want to see about that before I want to join. I'm doing crypto talk publicly tomorrow. It will be streamed on the same YouTube channel you're on right now. So if you want to see a sneak peek of how our crypto talks go, then hop on. I know I'm going to be talking about, depending on what the fallout is of Israel retaliating against Iran. We've got to see how is that going to impact the markets. In fact, is the crypto market even reacting right now? Let me take a quick look. Ooh, yes. Down 4.3% in the last 24 hours. I'm looking at the last hour. The last hour looks like the tokens are in the green, which means people are moving their money from the fiat money into crypto. Let's see what this is going to look like tomorrow morning. Now, I will be doing crypto talk tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Those that are in the VIP inner circle, you'll be on Zoom with me, but everybody else can watch it on the YouTube channel you're on right now. Catherine says, do I accept crypto for my courses? Not yet. And there's tax reasons why I don't. Not yet. So you can buy my courses with a credit card. All right. For those people, I had to do that way for a reason. I can't sell crypto courses to people who have never bought crypto before, telling them they have to use crypto. So I got to give them a railing that they know. So just use your debit or credit card and you'll be able to purchase the courses. But that coupon code will go live. Now, hey, if you can't wait and you want to get it for $500, go ahead and put in coupon code EDU. Was it EDU 20, EDU 50? Let me see. I'm not mad at that. EDU 20. That's $500. But the MQ 10K will be available tomorrow after 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then you'll be able to get it for $300. So spread the word. All right. So yeah, I'll be covering crypto talk tomorrow. We're going to be reading the charts. We're also going to look at the MQT chart. We're going to see what these numbers are and what's going on and who's buying and who's selling. And we're going to look at the crypto news of the day, what's going on around the world and how it's going to affect the charts. Following that, at 1 p.m. Eastern, no, 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, I'll be doing the next Move Quest presentation. So that's going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Move Quest presentation on the health2wealth.live, health2wealth.live, same Zoom link we always use. So invite. And maybe we might have Lynette on there since she's been on the road, because she just shot a message that she is on the road, and we'll see if she will be available for tomorrow. I'll ask her that. But if not, then we'll know when her next availability will be. But all right, everybody, I hope you learned something new. I mean, I will be doing a recap call Monday night, and I'll be talking more about what my company is offering and how you learn from the space from our inner circle, our diamond members. We even have a marketing portion. You guys have seen the info page we have for MoveQuest, movetoearn.info. That's also part of our marketing. So we have a whole thing that we're going to be coming out with for you guys. We'll be talking about that Monday night, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, right before. No, they don't do. Herschel doesn't do. They don't do the evening call. I mean, we'll talk about this, Marnita. I might do a MoveQuest presentation right after the recap call on Monday night to kick off the new week, the last week of October. So I'll put that down. I might do that, but I'll let everybody know by Sunday night. All right. I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. And you're valuing crypto education, that you got value from this free 5-day challenge. If you missed any of the other days, you can see the recordings that's on the YouTube channel. You see every day we've done. You can go back and watch the recordings. Normally, they are only, let me share this too, because this is also what our inner circle has access to. Normally, they are only in our membership section. So let me pull that up. I'll show you an example. You can even go back if you get started as our inner circle now for $49. See this? Oh, that's all of our crypto talks. You'll have access to all of our previous crypto talks. See, I need to update from the past week, but you see the dates here. you can go back and see, we record everything we do. It was the last one that I did there. I have there $5 million, $5 million Bitcoin buried in landfill, man sues city after decade long. You can see all of our topics. You can watch all of these recordings. That's from the past inner circles. And then the 5-day challenge. What do I have that? My VIP members, and click on the right one. Yeah. Ooh, I have the very first 5-day challenge we ever did, January 2022, when we launched for the very first time. Yeah, my company at that time was only a month old. Wow. I might just because I might want to go back and watch some of these old videos here. March 2021. Huh. Friday, July 26th. Oh, look. Friday, July 26th was the path to having success with Bitcoin. Just like the one I just did tonight.
Thank you so very much for being a part of our community. Okay, everyone, we are at the top
So
of the
you can go back and watch all of our previous 5-day challenges also. All right. So, all right. We got a great community here, guys, and we're going to keep getting better and better and better. So thank you guys for participating. Kenny Taylor. Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I apologize. I came on late this evening and caught you at the end, but I just wanted to, because it's something that's weighing on me. I just wanted to kind of reiterate to everyone who's watching. Do yourself a favor and get educated. Because I guarantee you, the person who's watching this right now and thinking, oh, I don't need that, I bet you my MQT that you'll be the next one on the Telegram group saying that you lost your MQT because you did something stupid. And that's just the bottom line. People are doing simple, stupid things and losing everything that they worked hard to earn. If you can't afford it, sell your MQT to pay the monthly subscription, just like you selling it to submit and claim. It hurts my heart that this person lost everything they accumulated over the last 10 years because they did something stupid. Not only did they do something stupid, but Brandon has been preaching this forever. Do not connect your wallet with all your crypto in it to any site. He not only lost his MQT, he lost his Bitcoin and whatever else he had in that wallet that he accumulated over the last 10 years. And now he has nothing because he didn't connect his wallet. I don't know what he did, but reading it, he sent a screenshot of some page that had his 12-word seed phrase. He said he covered it up. Maybe he thought he covered it, or they did something to uncover it, and that's how they stole everything he accumulated over the last 10 years. Education is not a joke. Get out of your own way. Put your ego and your arrogance aside. Get educated. If it's not here, somewhere else. But it's sad whenever we come on and we hearing people saying, oh, I connected this, or I linked that, and I got hacked. No, you didn't get hacked. You just did something stupid and you gave them access to your bank. That's like going to Chase and talking to somebody outside saying, here's my bank account. Go look at it. It's the same thing. Everyone, take the time, invest in yourself. It's not just about making money. It's about keeping your money, securing your future, your family's future, your kids' futures, your grandkids' futures. This project is generating generational wealth. We can be the next Hiltons, the next, I was gonna say Trumps. We don't want to be Trumps. We could be those families that we're talking about, the Fords, generations down the line. But you gotta keep it. You gotta secure it. You gotta know how to move it. You gotta know how to take advantage of opportunities when they come up. You're not gonna be able to sit around for Herschel or Brandon or Marnita or asking the community when they say, okay, it's time to get on this, like when the next chain comes, that's going to be 2 weeks. If you can't figure it out in 2 weeks, you're going to miss out. Start getting educated. Start securing your accounts. I learned different languages and said in different languages if that helps. But it hurts my heart every time I read on a Telegram group that somebody lost everything that they've been working for, that they working a job and putting their pennies together to get into projects and buy tokens and doing whatever they're doing. And because of a simple, stupid mistake, they just lost everything. Take the time. Check with Miss Marnita tomorrow. Hey, is the link available? Can I sign up? You're only hurting yourself if you don't do it, because you're going to be the next one crying saying, hey, I got hacked. No, you didn't get hacked. You did something stupid, because you don't know what you don't know until you don't know it. So start learning it now, today. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out.
Yeah, I did bring that up too, Kenny, at the beginning. And I'd say Kenny brought this up to me, that what happened in this community. And I predicted it. I said it 2 months ago. The first 5-day challenge that we did for this community 2 months ago. And I said, we've got thousands of people in this community and like 75 people here. I guarantee somebody's going to get their stuff stolen one way or another. And still, even after that, just mention that Lynette will be on a call. There's 300 people that will show up. I'm giving away what companies pay me $5,000 just to come out on the weekend to talk to 10 to 15 of their people. I'm giving that away for free. But people's probably watching the World Series game right now. Well, the Laker games, they see if Bronny can play with LeBron. And then they're going to cry Monday morning when all their MQT is gone. Invest in yourself and get crypto educated. And again, if the issue is people just don't like me, I don't take that personally. Then get it from somewhere. Use AI if you need to. I don't care. Just get it, because the more we as a community is secure, the more we all make more money. All right. So thank you for sharing that, Kenny. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Crypto
And
Talk.
one last thing, sir.
Yes.
Just because you're making money, that doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You're just lucky. I was lucky for a long time. Well, actually, I wasn't lucky. I was very unlucky. I lost a lot of money before being introduced to Brandon and ILCA in this community. And I'm still learning every day. And I'm seeing that I'm on the verge of doing something stupid, and then I remember something from a lesson or something someone said. I'm learning every day from Herschel's talks, helping people. Oh, damn, okay, that's how you do that. All right, now I can help somebody else. No one knows everything. And if you think you know everything, you're fooling yourself.
All right. Thank you, Kenny. So, all right, everybody. Thank you, Ms. Casa. We'll have that site ready for you guys in the coupon code by tomorrow afternoon. You can get all of my courses, and we invite you to join our inner circle. That's $49 a month. And but you can get the Crypto Talk tomorrow at no cost. It's free. Just go to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you on tomorrow and the next presentation. And recap call Monday night, same place on YouTube as well, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Monday night. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.